And welcome back, guys. This is the Thinking Gamer here with For the Wins at ftwins.com, hitting you up with another brutal campaign video walkthrough. This time is mission number 6, Outbreak. I'm going to be showing you guys how I do this. And as you can see, as I mentioned in my last video, I have changed my upgrades. I went ahead and replayed the first few missions so that I could purchase different kinds of units. And I did go ahead and purchase those upgraded bunkers with the extra health instead of the turrets because I find them much more useful. But as always, what I want to initially do is I want to come here and I want to first build a couple bunkers because you get attacked rather quickly here. So I want to build a bunker on each one of these two sides here. And I also want to start working on my economy, get those SCVs producing out of my command center, as well as start building supply depots so I don't get supply blocked. Immediately go ahead and fill up these bunkers, and what I like to do is place the other units there on hold so they don't go chasing off units. They just kind of hold their ground. And it works pretty well against this first wave, which has no ranged attack whatsoever. Go ahead, come up here and build my first supply depot so that I'm not in danger of getting attacked here. Now, one thing to note is I did do the Devil's Playground before doing this so that I can unlock the Reaper unit. While this unit is the first, this map is the first map that introduces the Hellion unit, I do not use the Hellions in this map. I have done it before with the Hellions, and that's fine, but I find it much easier to use the Reapers because they get that extra damage against buildings, and since you're going to be killing a ton of buildings, might as well use Reapers, and their advantage with their speed as well as their ability to jump cliffs really makes them a really versatile unit in this map. So you're going to see me building a lot of barracks. I'm not going to build any kind of Hellions, and I'm just going to really focus on getting these Reapers out there, and you're going to see that they're able to really tear this map apart, especially on Brutal. They make it so much easier. But I'm going to go ahead and just start building up my economy, build some extra barracks here, and just kind of hold my ground on these points here. Shortly into the mission, when I start getting overwhelmed, I will get some Hellions, which will help against this first wave. So if I got a side that's getting overwhelmed, I just bring those Hellions over and kind of assist that side. As you can see, still building SCVs, trying to hit that optimal 24 SCVs at my mineral line there, all the while constructing more SCVs, getting more supply depots down because I'm going to quickly be hitting my cap on that supply depot, setting my rally points for all of my military producing buildings, as well as building nothing but tech labs on all of my barracks because all I'm going to be producing is Reapers and mass Reapers and more Reapers. Now, very shortly, I should be seeing those Hellions coming in drop ships. They're really going to help me out here. But as you can see, these SCVs don't have any problem healing these barracks. And as I said in my previous video, I do believe they can heal from within the barracks. All you have to do is put them on auto-cast heal or auto-cast repair. Throw them inside the bunker. I said barracks. I'm sorry, I meant bunker. Throw them inside the bunker and they'll auto-heal. As you can see, I'm starting to get overrun here a little bit. So those Hellions, there they come, are really going to help me kind of overcome this little thing here. So don't worry about building more than one bunker because those Hellions are definitely going to assist you here. Go ahead and land this factory over here and throw a tech lab on it, even though I'm really not going to be using it. So I guess in retrospect, I shouldn't have purchased a tech lab. But that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not going to run out of resources before I finish this map because I'm actually going to finish it well before it really starts getting difficult. So go ahead, keep building those barracks, keep queuing up the locations here. Okay, go ahead and call in some of those wonderful mercenaries. These fire bats are actually very excellent on this map due to the large amount of light infantry. They can just really burn through these guys.
Base is under attack.
And now daytime rolls around, so I do not have any Reapers built yet, but that's okay. It may seem like I'm behind now because I'm not able to go out and really attack these buildings because I don't have any units, but I am going to start producing my first Reapers and pretty much using my first day to kind of catch up with my economy and get out a sizable army here. So just keep on building it up, get some more barracks out. The more barracks, the quicker you can pump those Reapers. And my SCV is automatically just going to sit here and repair these Hellions. one thing to note is you're probably, after day 1, for night 2, you're going to want to build a couple more bunkers out by your 2 entrances there at the north, because the second wave does get progressively more difficult at nighttime, and that extra bunker is really going to help out. Try to get some Marines in there or whatever kind of units you can get in them, and then throw another SCV up there to repair so that you can keep those bunkers alive, because if you lose those bunkers, they're really just going to flood into your base and you're not going to be able to deal with this. Now I am pumping out these Reapers. I should be able to pump out a good sizable force of them actually rather quickly. One thing to note with this many barracks, as well as producing SCVs, you're going to be hitting supply cap really quick, so you want to continue constantly be building more supply depots while you're queuing up these Reapers, because you're going to run out of resources. I actually run out here with these Reapers and I start taking out some of these buildings. I don't have too many Reapers at this point, but you can really see the amount of damage these Reapers do to these buildings, and their speed advantage really helps them deal with any kind of light units, which there's plenty of light units in this map. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to take out a couple buildings, just anything I can really before it hits nightfall here in about 8 seconds. So as you can see, I was able to take out about 5 buildings, which out of 145 is really not that many, but it should be enough. As you can see, I did not build an extra bunker on each side. I do think I managed to hold off this wave regardless. Well, here we go. I do build a bunker. I build a bunker later on when it starts hitting nighttime. In retrospect, I probably should have built that during the daytime. It would have been a little better for me. Go ahead and start producing some Marines to go ahead and fill those bunkers. I think it ends up working for me anyways. I just use my Reapers here to kind of defend against whatever side might be weak. And as you can see, these Reapers really are able to do some damage to these light infested units here. Keep pumping out these SCVs. I want to hit that maximum 24 workers on my minerals, as well as 3 on each of the Vespian gases. Keep producing those supply depots, because with those large amount of barracks, you are quickly going to be hitting supply cap. Pull my SCV back to the rear here because I don't want him in the front. They're taking damage. Looks like my other ones are actually blocking the path here. And just let them go ahead and repair these things up. I should be having some Marines out soon. I'm going to go ahead and throw them inside those bunkers and call it good.
You gonna give me orders?
I end up losing a bunker over here, which is not too big of a deal. I just bring my Reapers on over to kind of deal with that. They'll be able to help out here, and just go ahead and try to put in a replacement bunker.
Yes, sir. Ready to roast. Let's do this.
Base is under
Call in those mercenaries. Those mercenaries are very, very useful, and they're very cost effective for the amount of damage they can do. So go ahead and pull them up there, and they'll be able to help defend. Looks like the worker I had build a bunker got sidetracked somehow and decided not to build it, so I'll go ahead and build it again.
Base is under attack.
By the numbers, boys. 10-4.
Now, something to note is these night missions, these nighttime cycles last a lot longer than your daytime cycles. For some reason, the nights are longer than the days. At least it seems like that to me. I don't know.
Base is under attack.
We'll see here. Actually, I'll look on these next few nights and days and kind of get a gauge of which one's longer. It just seems like that to me. I don't know if you guys notice that, but it seems like these the nighttime ends up being a lot longer than the daytime, because you just don't get that much time to go out there and destroy buildings before they start hitting you up here. But it's really not going to matter. As you can see, I've got a lot of Reapers here now, and I've got more on the way. I've got all my barracks that's pumping out Reapers, Reapers, Reapers. I'm going to have nothing but Reapers here. And we now hit daytime. So I'm able to take these Reapers out here, and now watch, with this amount of Reapers, watch the amount of damage that I can do to these buildings and how quickly they fall down. I'm able to clear out entire swaths of buildings rather quickly with these Reapers. go ahead and build some more supply depots. You want to keep that guy constantly building. I've actually got 2 SCVs over here now building supply depots to keep up with the amount of Reapers that I am making. I do like to clear out this northern section up here because there is a mineral patch, so for whatever reason, if the match goes bad and you're ended up needing more resources, you can always move your command center up to the north and use it to start harvesting some more minerals. But I think in this match I end up running out of SB and gas because I'm just producing so many Reapers. Watch how quickly these buildings go down. They all just fall almost immediately to these Reapers. With that extra damage to buildings, their mobility, they're a much better choice than these Hellions for this mission. So that's why I definitely recommend doing the Devil's Playground before this mission, because these Reapers just really make this mission cake. For some reason I've got an SCV up here. He ended up in my control group maybe. So I'm just going to go ahead, I think, send him back to his base. Get him back to mining minerals like a good little SCV should do. And get my Reapers back out here, back to killing these buildings. And you'll actually notice these Reapers are so effective against these buildings and so effective against these units, I can leave them out here overnight. Especially once you start amassing such a large amount of them, that they can actually just work at night. And that's hard to say for the Hellions, which take too much damage, and actually they're pretty frail. They fall apart, and they're not able to deal enough damage to keep up with these units. So go ahead, bring my new Hellions, or I'm sorry, my new Reapers on up here to kind of support this. And as you see, it is now nighttime, and I'm just going to leave these Reapers up here because I really want you to see just how much damage they can do and how they can rip right through these guys even at nighttime. So you're able to get that achievement of destroying some buildings at nighttime easily, as well as kind of really get an advantage and a good timing on these buildings here. Because there's an achievement to get this all done before night 5, which I think I'm able to do, which is pretty awesome for brutal level. So the real secret to this whole mission is just these awesome Reapers. And I'm going to go ahead and build some medics back in my base so that when I need to, I can just pull all my Reapers back